sound in the absence of sound, like something is crawling around, not loud, not near, but always there, hanging heavy in the air. The world looks still, but it's not asleep. It's holding secrets it won't keep, and every breath I try to take feels like a memory about to break. I woke up in a room too still, like time forgot how to feel. No ticking clock, no distant car, just silence stretched too far. The walls were pale, the light was thin, like the dark was leaking in, and every corner, every space looked like it remembered my face. I called out once, then twice again, but my voice came back in fragments then, like I didn't want to leave the room, like it feared what waits in the gloom. And in that stillness something grew, not seen, not touched, but breaking through. A weight that pressed against my skin, like silence learning how to win. There's a haunted silence in my mind, where nothing speaks but leaves behind the echoes of what used to be, still whispering inside of me. Oh, I run, but it follows slow, where no one else will ever go, and every word I try to say just gets swallowed away. The hallway stretched like endless breath between the living and the death. No footsteps made, no doors were closed, just stillness that nobody knows. A mirror hung but showed no sound, just shifting dark that spun around, and in its depth I almost saw a shape that wasn't there at all. The lights flickered without a cause, like something pressed invisible laws, and I could feel it standing near without a body, without fear. The air got tight, the room went cold, like silence finally took control, and everything I tried to hold just turned to something growing old. It's a haunted silence in my mind, where nothing speaks but leaves behind the echoes of what used to be, still whispering inside of me. Oh, I run, but it follows slow, where no one else will ever go, and every word I try to say just gets swallowed away. I walked outside, but it was the same. The world forgot how to change its frame. The trees stood still, the wind stood down, like even motion lost its crown. A distant bell rang once, then died, like it was strangled deep inside. And in that pause between the tone, I felt more lost than ever known. Something brushed me soft and light, but nothing stood within my sight. And I knew then without a doubt, the silence lets the haunted out. It's not the dark that haunts me now, it's what the silence allows. The things I can't describe or see that live inside what's left of me. And maybe I was never loud, just part of this forgotten crowd, where even thoughts begin to fade into the silence that they made. It's a haunted silence in my mind, where nothing speaks but leaves behind the echoes of what used to be, still whispering inside. but it follows slow, where no one else will ever go. And now I know I can't escape. The silence has already made its shape. Now I sit where nothing moves, no time to break, no sound to prove that anything was ever real, but just a memory I feel. And if you listen close at night, between the dark and fading light, you might just hear what I became. A silence that still knows my name. No scream, no cry, no final sound, just haunted silence all around. And I am part of what it knows, a quiet place where nothing goes. It starts in silence, deep and slow, a thing you feel but don't yet know. Like something sleeping in the walls, waiting for your name to call. The house remembers every breath, it learns your footsteps like a thread. And every mirror in the hall reflects the weight of what will fall. Stained in time, a crooked thread, a broken line, passed from father into son, until there's nowhere left to run. I laughed it off when I was young, thought curses died before they'd come. But nights got colder than before, and shadows lingered on my door. My mother never met my eyes, like she already knew the lies. And father prayed but never spoke, like every word inside him broke. And every family photo frame feels like it's whispering my name, like something buried in our past was never meant to outlast. It's the family curse I carry in my bones, a history carved into skin and stone. No matter how far I try to flee, it always comes back inside of me. Oh, I run, but it knows my track. Every road just brings me back, and every door I close in vain opens into us again. The attic creaks like it's awake, like it remembers every mistake. Old letters tied in faded strings still hum with something whispering. A portrait hangs with eyes too wide, like it's watching from the other side. And every time I pass it slow, it feels like it begins to know. The basement holds a colder air, like something never left down there. And every step that I descend feels like a story that won't end. I hear my name through hollow wood, like it was always understood that I was never set apart, just another broken part. It's the family curse I carry in my bones, a history carved into skin and stone. No matter how far I try to flee, it always comes back inside of me. Oh, I run, but it knows my track. Every road just brings me back, and every door I close in vain opens into us again. I saw my father in my asleep, standing where the secrets creep. He didn't speak, he just looked down, like he was passing something down. He pointed it at my shaking hand, like I was part of some command. And in his eyes I finally knew the curse was something I would do. The bloodline doesn't fade or break, it learns each new mistake. And every choice I think is mine is just the echo of the line. And now I see it crystal clear, the curse was never something near. It wasn't locked in ancient lore, it was what we became before. A cycle wrapped in flesh and name, a never-ending quiet flame that burns through every child born and leaves their future torn. It's the family curse I carry in my bones, a history carved into skin and stone. No matter how far I try to flee, it always comes back inside of me. Oh, I run, but it knows my track. Every road just brings me back, and every door I close in vain opens into us again. Now I stand where it all began, another shadow of a man. I used to think I could be free, but the curse just looked like me. And maybe I was never alone, maybe I was always home. In every broken piece I find, the family curse is in my mind. The house still breathes, the night still speaks through fractured walls and hollow creaks. And I finally understand the curse was never just the land, it was the hand I couldn't leave behind.
You ever feel like the ground ain't still, like it shifts just a little right before you fall asleep? I thought it was nothing, just settling wood, old bones. But last night it breathed back. There's a cabin low where the floorboards sag, like they're holding weight from a past gone bad. Every step I take makes a hollow sound, like something's alive just under the ground. I tried to ignore it for way too long, just blame the dark, said nothing's wrong. But the rhythm changed when I laid me down, matched my breath and slowed it down. And I froze real still when it stopped with me, like I knew exactly when I'd breathe. There's something breathing under me, through the wood and the dirt and the memory. Every night it gets a little more clear, like it's drawing closer, like it's right here. Hear it drag slow beneath my bed, like it's tracing every thought in my head. I don't move, I don't scream, I just listen to what's under me. There's a hatch nailed shut in the corner floor, wasn't there, or I missed it before. Got scratches deep in the rotting frame, like something inside tried to stake its claim. I ran my hand across the grain, felt a pulse that I can't explain, and the nails were bent, not hammered in, like something below tried to push them thin. And the air turned thick when I leaned in close, like it didn't like what I might expose. drawing closer, like it's right here. Hear it drag slow beneath my bed, like it's tracing every thought in my head. I don't move, I don't scream, I just listen to what's under me. I remember now, there was something before, something buried beneath this floor. Not by me, but I knew the man, knew the lies, knew the plan. He said, some things don't stay put when they're wrong, they just wait and they grow strong. And I laughed like it was just a tale. Now I hear it dragging its nails, and the boards start to bow in a steady wave, like the house itself became a grave. Every creak lines up with a deeper sound, like it's turning the whole place inside out. Thump, drag, that ain't pipes, that ain't wine. There's something trying to get in, and I hear it whisper through the seams. You're above me, but you're still beneath. Now I don't sleep, I just lay and wait for the moment it decides my fate. Every night it gets closer still, like it's learning me, like it knows my will. And I swear last night the boards gave way, just a crack and pulled away. I saw something move in the pitch below, when it looked like me. Just wrong, just slow, there's something breathing under me, and it don't need air, it just needs me. Every second feeds what it's becoming now, like it's breaking through, I just don't know how. Hear it call me soft through the broken wood, like it's offering something I understood. I don't fight, I don't flee, I just feel it pulling under me. There's something breathing under me, and it's been there longer than memory. Every lie I told, every truth I hid, feels like something that it always did. If there's God, he don't reach this place, just a hollow depth with no escape. I don't rise, I don't plead, I just sink to what's under me. You hear that? That ain't the floor anymore. It's open, and it's breathing right here.
Like it had carried all my years, no rushing roar, no violent cry, just patient current passing by. And in that flow so dark and wide, I felt my truth begin to die. I stood above the muddy shore with words I couldn't hold anymore, not spoken loud, not carved in stone, just things I thought I'd own. But rivers don't forget a thing, they keep what broken moments bring. And every lie I tried to keep just drifted toward the deep. The banks went still, the reeds lean low, like they already seemed to know that what I brought would not survive the pull beneath the tide. The current paused and leaned in close, like it had hurt me most. And every breath I tried to hide just slipped away inside. The river took my last lie from me that day and washed the rest away. No truth to save, no mask to wear, just empty hands and air. Oh, I tried to hold always what was true. It didn't ask, it didn't wait, it simply set the final gate. And everything I tried to bend just met its quiet end. The surface broke in rippling lines, like truth was written in the signs. And every reflection I could see was something stripped from me. No thunder came, no sky to weep, just water learning how to keep what I had buried in disguise beneath my own replies. The river knows what mouths conceal, it doesn't argue what is real. And every word I tried to spin just sank into the wind. The river took my last lie and set me free from everything I used to be. No turning back, no place to hide, just current on the other side. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it washed me all away. And every breath I try to claim still knows my real name. Now when I hear that water sound, I know a truth I left around. Not punishment, not grace, not pain, just something I can't explain. The river doesn't judge or break, it only takes what you forsake, till everything you try to keep gets lost beneath the deep. And I don't know what's left of me beyond what rivers choose to see. It ain't the flow, it ain't the tide, it's everything we try to hide. Every lie we try to sell still knows the river well. And truth don't drown, it only shifts through every current, every drift, till everything you try to deny still learns how not to lie. The river took my last lie away from me and left me standing empty. No false escape, no place to run, just truth when all is done. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to fight, but it carried it into the night. And every breath I tried to find still flows inside my mind. Now I don't speak when waters rise, I let them read between my lies. No mask to wear, no truth to fake, just everything the river takes. And if you ever stand that near, where silence turns to fear, don't trust your words, don't trust your eyes, or the river will strip your lies. The current moves, the night runs by, but something never lets me lie. And I remain where water sigh, where the river took my last life. The dark was heavy, close and slow, like it forgot how to let go. No sound to break it, no delay, just breath held tight in what I'd say. And in my hand so small and thin, a spark that barely fit within. I struck the match against the night and watched it learn to eat the light. Not flame at first, but something near, like hesitation born from fear. It trembled once, then found its voice like it had never had a choice. And in that glow so soft and weak, it seemed to almost speak. The air leaned in, the shadows bend like something old in heaven sent, but wrong in ways I couldn't name. As if the fire knew my shame, the flame grew tall and bowed its head like something holy left unsaid. And every second passing by felt like a whispered cry. Like it believed in all. Oh, I tried to blink, I tried to flee, but it was looking back at me. And every breath I try to take feels like the world might break. It danced without a guiding hand, like it was trying to understand why darkness doesn't let things stay the way they start. That way the walls went soft, the room went thin, like something else had moved within. And every flicker on the floor seemed to open up a door, not outward, not to anywhere, but inward, like it lived in air. And everything I tried to hide was standing by its side. The flame don't burn the same for all. Sometimes it rises just to fall. And every thought I tried to keep just drifted into sleep. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No final word, no place to stay, just light that fades away. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And every step I try to make still shakes in what it takes. Then it bent low, then went still, like it had finished what it will. And in the ashes, soft and gray, I heard what it might say. Not language, not a sound at all, just something waiting for the fall of everything I thought was mine into a softer line. And when the flame had finally gone, I wasn't sure what lingered on. It ain't the match, it ain't the fire, it's everything we don't retire. Every spark we set in place still learns to show its face. And flames don't always rise and burn, sometimes they teach us how to learn that everything we try to pray still fades the same old way. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and it stayed inside my memory. No end in sight, no truth to save, just embers in the grave. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to stay, but it had already gone away. And every breath I try to find still flickers in my mind. Now I don't strike, I don't return. Now let the darkness gently burn. No light to keep, no truth to weigh, just something gone away. And if you ever feel that glow where shadows start to slow, don't trust its warmth, don't trust its grace, or you'll see your own face. The night goes on, the wind runs thin, but something always starts within. And I remain where embers stray, where I lit the match and watched it pray. voice that don't answer when the wind moves through the trees. Just a stillness made of patience, like it's holding memories. And the air feels thick but empty, like it knows what it has heard, but it never speaks about it, never offers up a word. Yeah. No sound but my own pace, like I was trying to forget something that I couldn't quite erase. Every branch above me bending, but not breaking, not too much, like the world had learned to witness without ever needing touch. Then it happened without warning, not a build-up, not a sign, just a moment where the silence got divided by a line. No echo that can hold it, no return to what it was. And every breath that follows after feels like it's missing, 'cause it was a gunshot in the quiet pines tonight. No wrong declared, no clear right, just something cutting through the air that still refuses to repair. Oh, I stood still, I didn't move, let the moment start to prove that every silence I once knew was only waiting for this through. The trees don't run or shatter, they just carry what is past, like they understand that breaking isn't something that can last. There's no judgment in the branches, no reaction in the ground, just a settling of the distance where the silence used to sound. I look around for meaning, but the forest doesn't care. It just holds the single moment, like it's always been there. No truth to chase, no blame to give, just something that won't let me live. And every step I try to take feels like it's already late. It was a gunshot in the quiet pines I see. It was never just for me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed suspended in the tide. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but the forest followed me, and every path I thought was gone just led me back into the sound. Now I don't run from echoes, let them settle where they fall. There's no ending in the hearing, just a stillness after all. And it isn't punishment rising, it's just consequence in there, like a truth that once was hidden, now it's simply everywhere. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it an ending and let it occupy. It ain't the sound that breaks you down, it's what still lingers all around. Every silence you disturb becomes a part of what you heard. And forests don't forget the sound, they keep it buried in the ground. So every step you think is clean still carries what you bear. Now the forest feels the same still, but I don't hear it that way. Like something changed without changing and never went away. And if you ever hear a quiet that feels too sharp to ignore, don't assume it fades to nothing. It might be what it was before. There's a black river winding through the bones of this land, where the water don't ripple, it just swallows a man. Moonlight breaks like glass on its skin, and you don't come back if you step in. I was 12 when I first heard it call, from the edge of the trees where the shadows crawl. Mama cried, said don't go near, but the dark sounded sweeter than fear. And the deeper you look, the less you see, till the river starts looking back at me. Down where the black river ends, I go again, where the dead don't sleep, they just pretend. Every sin I bury comes back to breathe in the cold dark current underneath. Hear it whisper low, you belong to me, like a curse carved in eternity. I don't run, I don't defend, I just sink where the black river ends. There's a shack out back where the lantern swings, and the walls still echo forgotten things. I found names carved deep in the wood, every single one understood. There was one that matched mine to the bone, like it'd been waiting before I was grown. And the day was scratched out in a shaking hand, like time itself didn't go as planned. And the wind stood still when I spoke that name, like the world itself felt the blame. Down where the black river ends, I go again, where the dead don't sleep, they just pretend. Every sin I bury comes back to breathe in the cold dark current underneath. Hear it whisper low, you belong to me, like a curse carved in eternity. I don't run, I don't defend, I just sink where the black river ends. Met a ferryman dressed in a tattered coat, with a hollow smile in a sinking boat. Said, I've been waiting on you, my friend. Every road you took led you here in the end. I said, I ain't ready to cross that line. He just laughed like he's heard it 1,000 times. Son, you crossed it long ago, you've just been too blind to know. And the water rose up to my knees, cold as truth, bringing me to my plea. Every heartbeat slow to a crawl, like the river was counting them all. I saw faces drift beneath the tide, all the ghosts I buried deep inside. Every lie, every broken vow, they were staring straight through me now. I tried to scream, but it pulled me in, filled my lungs with the weight of sin. And the last thing I heard was my own voice say, you were never getting away. Now I walk that stay with a hollow chest and a soul decayed. I see new men come, just like me, drawn in by what they shouldn't see. I try to warn, but they don't hear. The river sings too sweet, too clear, and I watch them fade beneath that bend, right where the black river ends. Down where the black river ends, I remain not alive, not dead, just a chain. Every breath I take ain't mine to keep, just a death that the dark will reap. Hear it call through the endless night, like a judge with no wrong or right. I don't fight, I don't pretend, I belong where the black river ends. Down where the water runs thick with sin, where it don't wash out, it pulls you in. Every soul that it ever claimed still whispers low in a broken name. If there's heaven, it turned its head, left us drowning with the dead. No return, no amend, just the truth where the black river ends. So if you hear that river call your name, don't look twice, don't play that game. 'Cause once you see what lies beneath, you'll trade your soul for the sight you seek. And you'll walk that line you can't defend, forever lost where the black river ends.
The wind went quiet in the fields, like even earth refused to yield. No crickets sang, no dogs would call, just silence swallowing it all. The porch light flickered pale and thin, like it knew what I was in. I didn't speak it out loud, but something moved through every crowd. From hollow towns to river bends, where every story never ends. The rumor traveled slow and low through places only ghosts would go, and every mile of broken ground seemed to repeat the sound. No telegram, no written word, just something everyone had heard. Like truth don't need a name or face to find its rightful place. The trees leaned in, the fields went still, like they were part of some larger will. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into the deep. The South heard what I did that night and turned away from the light. No place to run, no place to hide, just judgment spreading wide. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but it followed after me. And every road I try to take still knows the price I made. The church bell stopped mid-final ring, like even faith forgot to sing. And every preacher turned his eyes away from what the truth implied. The rivers ran a little dry, like they refused to testify. And every shadow on the ground seemed to lean into the sound. The town don't shout, it just silence do the work where guilt begins to lurk. The wind don't judge, it just repeats what memory can't defeat. And every step I try to hide just brings you to my side. The South heard what I did and wouldn't sleep. It kept it buried in the deep. No mercy left, no alibi, just whispers under sky. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it all gave me away. And every breath I try to find still carries what I left behind. Now every porch I pass at night feels like it knows I'm in its sight. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, but something I have always known. The land remembers every sin and folds it gently deep within, till everything you thought was gone still echoes on and on. And I can feel it when I breathe. The South don't ever really leave. It ain't the towns, it ain't the trees, it's everything that hears and sees. Every truth we try to keep still roams the southern deep. And secrets don't just fade away, they learn the land, they learn to stay, till everything you try to hide becomes the earth's inside. The South heard what I did for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No road ahead, no place behind, just echoes in my mind. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the South won't look away. And every breath I try to take still knows what I made. I don't speak, I don't pretend, I let the silence never end. No truth to fix, no lie to bind, just something left behind. And if you ever feel that hush where even night don't rush, don't say a word, don't meet its eye, or the South will know you lie. The wind still waits, the fields stay dim, but something never leaves within. And I remain where echoes bid. The South still knows what I did.
fire's gone, the ash is cold. The sky has done what skies are told. But something lingers in my skin, like it never lets me in. The wind moves through the empty frame, but nothing here feels quite the same. I washed them clean in river light, I scrubbed them raw through half the night. But every drop just came back wrong, like smoke still knew where it belonged. No matter where I turn or hide, it follows me from the inside. Not flame, not heat, not burning bright, just memory refusing night. The world looks normal, calm and still, but my hands don't know how to heal. I close my fists, I feel it there, like something's crawling in the air. And every breath I try to take just tastes like what I break. My hands still smell like smoke from that night, long after fire left the light. No clean escape, no truth to choke, just ash that never spoke. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And everything I try to do still burns a shade of you. The wind won't wash it off my skin, it only spreads it thin again. Like every step I ever made just deepens what I can't evade. The mirror shows me standing there with nothing clean enough to spare. And in the glass I start to see what fire made of me. No wound to show, no scar to trace, just something time won't erase. The sin don't leave, it settles deep, like something buried in my sleep. And every dream I try to keep still burns beneath my sleeve. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No water clears, no truth to choke, just memory and smoke. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to flee, but it stayed attached to me. And every breath I try to find still carries it behind. They say it fades with passing time, but time don't wash away a crime. It only teaches how to hide what still is burning inside. And even when the night is calm, I feel it crawl across my palm, like something waiting to return for everything I learned. Not fire now, but afterglow, the part you never let go. It ain't the flame, it ain't the blaze, it's everything that never sways. Every choice we can't undo still clings to what we do. And smoke don't leave, it only drifts through all the places memory shifts, till everything you try to clean still knows what you have been. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and it's the only thing I see. No washing out, no final coat, just ashes mixed with hope. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it never went away. And every breath I try to keep still burns too deep. Now I don't touch, I don't pretend, I let the traces never end. No truth to fix, no past to break, just everything I can't shake. And if you ever feel that sign on fingertips that aren't quite fine, don't trust the air, don't trust the sky, or you'll know exactly why. The fire's gone, the night runs thin, but something never leaves the skin. And I remain where ember spoke, with hands that still smell like smoke.
Was holding back the light, and every breath I tried to keep felt like a secret meant to weep. The crosshair steady in my hand on something I don't understand, and in that moment, cold and fast, I pulled the trigger on the past. It stood there plain and open sight, no mask, no shadow, no disguise, and night, just truth itself, too sharp to hold, too raw, too honest, too uncontrolled. It didn't run, it didn't plead, just looked at me and let me see every lie I ever made, every price I never paid. The wind went silent, even sound refused to stay above the ground, and everything I thought I knew started breaking clean in two. My hands were steady, but not right, like something else was in the fight, and every second stretching thin felt like where I should begin. I shot the truth and let it bleed that night, watched it fall beneath the light. No turning back, no place to flee, just what it left inside of me. Oh, I tried to hide, I tried to run, but what was done was already done, and every lie I tried to see now grows where truth once used to bleed. It hit the ground but didn't die, just spread itself across the sky, like something bigger than my aim was still alive inside the flame. The silent scream without a sound, like judgment falling all around, and every echo in my chest refused to give me rest. The world went still, the colors drained, like truth that left and only pain remained. And in that emptiness I knew there was nothing I could undo. The smoke don't rise, it just descends, like consequence that never ends. And every step I try to take just feels like something starts to break. I shot the truth and let it bleed that night, no mercy left inside the side, no holy hand, no guiding plea, just what it gave back to me. Oh, I tried to hide, I tried to run, but what was done was already done, and every lie I tried to see now grows where truth once used to bleed. It didn't speak, but still I heard 1,000 meanings in no word, like every truth I tried to bend had found a way to reach the end. And then it's fading slow and wide, I saw the parts of me I'd hide, not monster, saint, or anything, just consequences following. The trigger's cold, still in my hand, like it still doesn't understand that what I shot won't disappear, it just gets louder when it's near. It ain't the gun, it ain't the aim, it's everything we call by name. Every truth we try to trade still cuts us where it's made. And truth don't die when you make war, it only bleeds a little more, till everything you tried to hide starts living on the understand, just blood still warm upon my hand. And if you ever meet that gaze that cuts through all your twisted ways, don't pull the trigger, don't proceed, for you'll shoot the truth and let it bleed. The night goes on, the sky runs thin, but something never dies within, and I remain where echoes feed on what I shot and let it bleed. Cut sharp like a rusted blade. I've been riding through the night trying not to fade. The stars above don't shine for me no more. Just lead me down this lonesome desert floor. Every town I pass remembers my name. The whispers spread like wildfire and blame. I ain't searching for forgiveness or peace, just a place where my heart can finally sleep. Cause I'm a rider without a home, just a shadow made of dust. The night was still, the air was tight, like it was holding back the light. And every breath I tried to keep felt like a secret meant to weep. The crosshair steady in my hand on something I don't understand. And in that moment, cold and fast, there's a chapel out past the crooked trees, where the air stands still and the shadows breathe. No cross out front, just a splintered frame in a rusted bell with no tongue to name. I was led there once by a voice I knew, sounded soft like truth, but it cut right through. Said, step inside, lay your burdens down, but the door slammed shut without a sound. And the light went dead like it feared that place, left me staring at my own face. The bell never rings, but it calls me still from the hollow dark of that broken hill. Every prayer I speak just fades away, like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams, like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a pew with a name carved deep in the wood. I traced it slow like I knew I should. Every letter cut with a shaking hand, like the truth was more than it could withstand. There was wax on the floor from a melted plea, like someone begged not to be what I'd be. And the walls leaned close when I spoke out loud, like they carried the weight of a buried crowd. And the air grew thick when I tried to pray, like the words themselves just slipped away. The bell never rings, but it calls me still from the hollow dark of that broken hill. Every prayer I speak just fades away, like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams, like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a figure there by the altar rail, with a crooked spine and a face gone pale. He said, I've been here since I lost my way, since the bell went silent that final day. I said, why don't you leave this place? He just smiled with a hollow face, said, "You don't walk out once you come to see." Then he slowly turned and he looked like me. And my heart beat slow like it knew that truth, like the past and present had split in two. Every breath I took felt borrowed and thin, like I never really made it in. I climbed the steps to the altar stone with a weight in my chest I had always known. Put my hands where the others bled, felt a pulse run cold through the words unsaid, and the silence screamed without a sound as the walls began to close around. Now I sit in that pew where my name was carved, with a faith long dead and a soul half starved. I hear footsteps come, but no one's there, just the echo of a whispered prayer. And I see new faces drift inside with that same lost look they try to hide. But I don't speak, I just watch them kneel, and I wonder if this is how they'll feel. The bell never rings, but it calls us all to the quiet place where the faithful fall. Every word we trust turns to dust in time, in a house that feeds on the lost and blind. Hear it breathe through the cracks in stone, like it's claiming hearts it is always owned. We don't leave, we don't confess, just become what we can't suppress. The bell never rings, it just lets you stay in the space where belief starts to decay. Every doubt you hide comes crawling through, till there's nothing left that you thought you knew. If there's God, He don't hear this place, left us locked in a cold embrace. We don't rise, we descend to the sound of a bell that will never end. So if you hear that silence call your name from a broken hill wrapped in ash and shame, don't step close, don't cross that line, 'cause the moment you do, it becomes your shrine. And you won't hear bells or a voice or a plea, just the sound of nothing where you used to be, in a chapel still where no soul sings, and the silence tolls where the bell never rings.
The sky went black, then turned to red, like it knew what lay ahead. The wind stopped cold, the air stood tight, before it swallowed up the night. A distant glow beyond the pines, like the end of all our lives. And every breath we tried to take felt like a world about to break. Lost somewhere beyond the dark. No one thought it would grow so fast, like the future couldn't last. The fields were dry, the grass was old, like even time had turned to mold. And every fence we tried to save just marked the path the fire made. We ran too late, we ran too slow, through roads we thought we used to know. like it never stood at all. The house we built with blood and time, reduced to outlines, thin and blind. The photos curled inside the heat, like memories refused to feed. And every name we tried to call just echoed through the burning wall. You grabbed my hand, I felt it shake, like even hope was start to break. And in your eyes I saw the same, acceptance wrapped inside the flame. The world we knew began to fade in colors we had never made. And every step we tried to send just led us closer to the end. There was a night the fire took us home, not just the land, but every soul. No mercy left in flame or cry, just burning truth across the sky. We tried to run, we tried to fight, but nothing wins against that light. And everything we thought we knew was gone before the fire moved. We stood where nothing else remained. No home, no name, no chain unchained, just ash and wind and glowing dust of everything we used to trust. And in that silence, sharp and wide, there was nowhere left to hide. Not from the fire, not from pain, not from what we couldn't change. The flames died slow but left them all in every corner of the dark. And though the fire's gone away, it never really went away. It ain't just wood, it ain't just stone, it's everything we called our own. And sometimes fire doesn't end, it just learns how to pretend. It doesn't burn, it doesn't lie, it just reveals what's left behind, until the truth is all you see, and nothing left is you or me. It was a night the fire took us down, left nothing but a hollow ground. No future left, no wrong or right, just endless burning in the night. Oh, we tried to hold, we tried to stay, but everything was stripped away. And all that's left for us to prove is what the fire chose to do. Now I walk through sudden air, when nothing answers when I stare. No past to chase, no truth to trust, just echoes turning into dust. And if you ever see that glow across the fields where nothing grows, don't follow it, don't let it call, or you'll be part of it all. The fire sleeps but never dies, it lives in ash and empty skies. And I remain where fire took us from the night the fire took us. The sky was open, wide and bare, like it had nothing left to care. No thunder rolling, no reply, just space between the earth and sky. And in that hush so cold and stirred, I let go of my last words. I spoke them low into the air, not sure if anyone was there. No voice returned, no echo came, just wham that didn't know my name. The trees leaned in and drifted back like they were watching something crack, and every syllable I gave felt like it dug its own grave. The world went still to hear me end, like it already knew what I'd say. And the wind don't judge, it only takes whatever silence someone makes. And every breath I couldn't keep just fell into the deep. The wind carried my last words far away, through places I can't stay. No voice to hold, no hand to bind, just echoes left behind. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to stay, but it took them anyway. And every line I try to trace still floats through empty space. I watch them leave without a sound, no turning back, no coming round, just fragments breaking as they flew into a sky I never knew. The fields below went soft and wide, like they were parting from my side. And every step I didn't take still moved in what they make. Not words anymore, but drifting things, like broken pieces on their wings. The air remembers what it hears across the distance of the years. And every truth I tried to send still won't know how to end. The wind carried my last words out of sight, into the fading light. No answer back, no place to land, just emptiness at hand. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to fight, but they vanished in the night. And every breath I try to keep still drifts too deep. Now I don't speak when skies are near, I let the silence volunteer. No truth to chase, no lie to save, just echoes I gave. And if you ever hear that sound of something circling round, don't speak too loud, don't let it go, or the wind will come to know it ain't the air, it ain't the sky, it's everything we can't deny. Every word we let depart still leaves a mark, and words don't die when they are said. They drift on long after we're lit, till everything we try to send still won't pretend to end. The wind carried my last words away from me, and I don't think I'm still free. No return line, no place to hide, just echoes in the tide. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to stay, but they slipped away. And every breath I try to find still rides the wind behind. Now I don't speak, I don't resist, I let the silence coexist. No first, no last, no final sound, just what the wind has found. And if you ever feel that air, where words don't seem to care, don't speak too much, don't let it spin, or it will carry you within. The sky stays wide, the night runs thin, but something always moves within. And I remain where echoes blur, with the wind that carried her. There's a fabric meant for mourning, clean as anything could be, but it doesn't stay that simple once it starts remembering me. And the light don't land the same now, like it hesitates to show what's been quietly unfolding beneath the collar and the coat. I wore it like it meant nothing, like it couldn't be involved in the weight of what was coming, or the things I couldn't solve. But the stains don't ask permission, they don't care what they disguise. They just settle into fibers like they've always had the right. Every step feels slightly heavier, like the cloth has learned my name, not in words but in the pressure of what cannot be contained. No wash can take, no hand can mend, just something that won't reach an end. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already deep. There's blood on my Sunday clothes tonight, no wrong erase, no clean right, just something I can't take off, no matter what I thought it cost. Oh, I tried to hide the mark, tried to fold it in the dark, but every move I try to make just spreads what I can't escape. People don't look too closely, or maybe they just won't see the difference between appearance and what refuses to leave. I keep my posture steady, like nothing's out of place, but I feel it in the silence that reacts to what I face. There's no moment of exposure, no sudden breaking through, just a slow and quiet knowing that it's already too true. No truth to fix, no past to burn, just something that won't ever turn. And every step I try to take feels like it's already stained. There's blood on my Sunday clothes I see, it was never just on me. No matter how I tried to lie, it stayed when time went by. Oh, I turned, I didn't run, let the damage come undone. But every thread I thought was pure just learned to carry something more. Now I don't try to clean it, let the fabric hold its truth. There's no separation left now between the worn and youth. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just consequence in thread, like the past past don't need repeating when it's already been said. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it a failure and let it occupy. It ain't the stain that makes it real, it's what you stop pretending to feel. Everything you try to hide still gets carried from inside. And Sunday clothes don't stay the same, they learn the weight of what you claim. So every mark you thought would fade becomes a cloth you never trade. There's blood on my Sunday clothes, I know. It was always meant to show. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed right here inside of me. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight, let it settle in the light. And every version I once wore is stained and nothing more. Now the fabric doesn't differ from the things I tried to hide, just a quiet understanding of what refuses to divide. And if you ever dress in silence, thinking nothing will expose, don't assume it stays as cover. It remembers what it knows. There was no door that opened, no sudden shift in air, just the feeling something changed without announcing it was there. And the silence didn't break first, it just deepened where I stood, like it knew I'd finally notice what was always misunderstood. I thought I came here alone once, through the quiet, through the dark. But the shadows fell to structure, like they carried someone's mark. Every step I tried to take now had a weight I couldn't name, like the ground was slightly older, in a way that felt the same. There's no voice that calls attention, no form to meet my eyes, just a certainty emerging from the space I can't define. No sound to warn, no line to cross, just something I had already lost. And every breath I try to take feels like it's not mine to make. The devil was waiting there tonight, no fire, no grand disguise, just something standing in the shape of everything I can't escape. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but it didn't Never spoke, never needed. There was nothing to explain, just a pressure in the distance that followed like a name. Every memory I carried seemed to settle in its place, like it recognized the pattern of my hesitation's face. I tried to look for something different, some sign I could reject, but the absence felt intentional, like it knew what I expect. No truth to fight, no fear to show, just something I already know. And every step I try to claim feels like it calls me by name. The devil was waiting there, I see. It was never apart from me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed just on the other side. Oh, I stood still, I didn't move. There was nothing left to prove, and every breath I thought was free was already part of me. Now I don't ask for distance, I let the silence hold its shape. There's no exit I can argue, no version I can escape. It's not hatred, not obsession, it's just presence without end. Like a truth that never left me, only learned to just pretend. And in that quiet recognition, with no separation left to try, I stopped calling it an enemy and let it stand nearby. It ain't a fall, no sudden break, it's what you choose and what you make. Every line you leave unclear finds a place to reappear. And devils don't arrive in flame, they wear the shape of what you claim. So every step you thought was free was already part of me. Devil was waiting there, I know, and never really had to go. No matter how I tried to run, it was already what I'd done. Oh, I stayed, I didn't fight, just let it stand within my sight. And every truth I tried to break was something I already take. Now the dark don't feel like ending, it just feels like what remains. Every silence I once feared now carries familiar strains. And if you ever find it waiting where you thought you stood alone, don't assume it came to find you. It was always your own home.